people, welcome to Magnetismo. Fuck yes! This is our very first episode of Magnetismo. I'm so excited that you're here, and this is a really fun new thing that we're doing. All year long, we're going to be tapping on letting go of the stuff that's holding us back and inviting in the stuff that's going to really jazz up our lives and help us move into being the person we've always dreamed of being. And the thing is that you're already that person now, but it's the stories that you tell yourself and the beliefs that you have and the habits that you keep repeating that stop you from reaching that place. And I think it's time for us all to reach that fucking place. Why are we holding back? And that is why we are doing this together. And you clearly agree with me, otherwise you would not be here. So let's fucking amp it up together. I am so psyched about this. Like, what better time? 2018 was a whole clusterfuck of a situation for many of us. 2019 is the year that we fucking nail it. Sorry, I know I'm swearing a lot, but I'm just really enthusiastic. I'm really excited about doing this with you. So this is your first video. This is the letting go routine for January. And you can do this as many times as you want. You can come back to it whenever you're feeling like you need to hit it again. Some of you will want to come back and hit it once a week over the course of the month. And some of you will be like one and done. It's totally up to you, and it depends on how much movement you feel of the issue. So also, the more that you tap on things, the more conscious and sensitive you will become to whether things are moving in the moment or not. And the more you do this, it'll just become easier, you'll be better practiced at it, and you'll be able to feel when energy is shifting more. So if you're not sure immediately whether you're feeling it move or not, that's totally fine. It doesn't matter. Just keep coming back to it and keep doing it until it doesn't feel resonant. It doesn't feel true for you anymore. But as long as what I'm saying feels like there's a little bit of stickiness, or you can really relate to what I'm saying, then I want you to keep coming back and doing this. You cannot tap too much. There's literally no way that you could tap too much. The only side effects really of tapping are you might feel a little bit nauseous, or you might feel tired. And if you're feeling either of those things, the solution is just to drink plenty of water and get some rest. So just take care of yourself and your body, and you will be A-okay. So what are we letting go of this month? We are letting go of competition, comparing ourselves with other people, not feeling like we're enough, and letting go of other people's expectations. So this month is really about other people's perceptions of us and how we feel we measure up to them or not. So this month we're going to be just discarding that shit, letting it go. You don't need it. It doesn't matter. It's not helping you. It's not making you better or stronger. So we're tapping on letting go of these things. So as always, I would like for you to grab your water. Hopefully you were just guzzling like a maniac during this whole introduction, but if not, it's okay. This is your water break. Drink some water. As you probably know, I like Perrier Lime. One day they'll sponsor me, but until that day, I'll just continue buying it in huge quantities. So drink your water and we will get started. Okay, are you feeling hydrated? Yes, all right. So we're gonna start on the karate chop point as always, and let's just get into it, baby. Here we go. Okay. Even though sometimes I feel like I am not enough, I accept myself as I am. Even though sometimes I feel like I will never be enough, I forgive myself anyway. And even though I feel like I have to measure up to other people, I love myself anyway. Because it's really easy for me to compare myself to other people. And that's something that I want to let go of. And it's really easy for me to think about what other people want from me and then try to live up to that standard. But quite frankly, that shit is killing me. The longer that I try to be who they want me to be, the less I am really being myself. And I want to be myself. So I'm willing to let go of these feelings. These feelings that I am not enough. These feelings that I don't measure up. These feelings that other people are better than me. And these feelings like I have to please them. It's time for me to let that shit go. So I'm gonna let it go. Okay. This is yummy, baby. This is yummy. And you know the great thing about tapping, not to go on a tangent, while I talk, just drink some more water so you're like fully prepped for this. What I love about tapping is that we think that these problems that we have are so complicated. We're like, oh, I have all these beliefs, these stories, like they're overwhelming me. I don't know where to begin dismantling them. Do I have to go to therapy for the rest of my life? What the fuck do I do? And actually, it's really simple. If you just untangle it a little bit, which is what I always say, it's like tapping is like teasing apart a problem and then just like plucking the gray hairs. You know what I mean? Like it's so easy. So if you can just realize that like comparing yourself to other people doesn't make your life any happier, you tap on that, you will never feel that again. It will just go away. Like, I'm just trying to think of a time when I compare myself to other people and feel bad about it. I don't. Like I might look in the mirror and think like I'm not looking great for my expectations right now, and that's totally fine. But I never look at someone else and think like, wow, I wish I had her life, or like she's better than me, or she's doing more, or I want what she has. I don't ever do that. And the reason for that is because I fucking tapped on that shit, baby. So I just want to let you know, tapping is an amazing godsend. And once you do this tapping, and whether you come back to it or you only have to do it once, I'm so excited for you. You're just going to experience so much movement and so much change in your life, and it's going to be amazing. And I want to hear all about it, okay? I need you to like tell me your stories, because that shit like blows my mind and makes me feel really good, and I love it. So tell me your stories. Okay, enough rambling. I hope you're extremely well hydrated now. Let's do the actual tapping. So starting on the top of the head, as always. Wouldn't it be weird if I was like, we're gonna start on the soles of the feet? No, honey, we're gonna start on the top of the head, like always. This shit is so predictable. It's just like, you could do it in your sleep. Okay, here we go. Starting on the top of the head. Even though I have doubts that I am not enough, that I will never be enough, that no matter what I do, I won't measure up, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though I have a habit of competing with other people and comparing myself to other people, and somehow in these comparisons, I always come up short. How is it that I always come up short? There's no way that I can always be coming up short. There are some things that I am amazing at. And I can choose to become amazing at whatever I want. So how is it that I'm never measuring up to others? Maybe it's because I'm telling myself a bullshit story. A story that I'm not good enough. And maybe it's time for me to leave that story in the fucking dust. What would it mean if I left that story behind? It might be scary to leave that story behind. Because if I'm no longer lacking, and instead I'm flourishing, that might change my life significantly. And it might change how other people see me. But I think I've decided that that would be okay. Because I don't want to live a small life anymore. I want to leave all of these beliefs behind. These beliefs that I'm not good enough. And these beliefs that I will never measure up. I think it's time to say, fuck that. And while we're on the subject, it's time for me to let go of other people's expectations. Other people's expectations of who I should be and what I should do with my time and who I should be in a relationship with and how I live my life. I am ready to leave their expectations behind. Because it's just peer pressure. And just like peer pressure to smoke cigarettes is really dumb, so is peer pressure to live your life any other kind of way than the way you want to live it. So even though I've been allowing other people's opinions to run my life for a long time, I am ready to let go of that need. I do not exist to please others. I exist to please myself. And in fact, the more that I please myself, the more I will draw in people that love that about me. So even though the transitions around this might be a little bit scary, it's nothing I can't handle. I am so much stronger and more capable than I ever thought. And my life has proven that to me. Look at all the things that I have succeeded through. Look at all the obstacles through which I have flourished. I don't need to give a fuck what other people think of me. Because to be quite frank, I am fucking killing it out here. So even though sometimes it's tempting to do what they do, or to compare myself to their lives, or to think that I'm not enough, I know that it's really all bullshit. And that I'm free to let it go. I choose to let it go. I don't need it anymore. And so it is. Deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then exhale. That was beautiful. You did so well. I'm so proud of you. So that was the letting go sequence. And if you want to, you can pause the video here and come back later on today or tomorrow for the allowing sequence. But if you're into extreme sports and living your life on the edge, you are more than welcome to jump into the allowing sequence right now. It will make you feel so good. But what I suggest you do in between these two is hit pause for a second, drink some water, walk around your house, just get your blood moving, get your energy pumping. I'm gonna do the same between these two sequences. And then we'll come back and we'll hit this allowing and it will blow your fucking mind, girl. Okay, here we go. Okay, beautiful. Welcome back to your allowing sequence for January. I just went and danced around my office, put some tunes on. It was amazing. I'm feeling really good and I'm so ready to jump into this with you. So again, let's drink some more water and then we will hit this shit like it's our job. So this allowing sequence is really the flip side of what we just tapped out with the letting go sequence. So once you let go of all of those things where you're comparing yourself, you're judging yourself, you're thinking about what other people want from you, once you clear that out, it gives you this brand new space. And in this space, your originality is allowed to flourish. You have this strong sense of self. You are able to reinvent yourself, and you're able to take risks in all new ways because you're no longer worried what the fuck people are thinking about you. You just get to be who you are. And you get to be who you are at the highest possible level, because when you're not concerned about what this person's gonna say and that person's gonna think, you are totally unencumbered. And that, my friends, is what I believe is true freedom. The ability to say and do and create whatever pleases you. Because the truth is that everyone is not going to agree with you in your life. They're just not. But you get the choice to either take it personally and be offended and be upset and close down and stop sharing and think like it's not safe to be who I want to be. It's not safe to do this. It's not safe to share, and pull it all in and be this small version of yourself. Or you can realize that you cannot please all of the people all of the time. In fact, you cannot even please some of the people all of the time. And so you might as well just be who the fuck you are, because life is short, and why not enjoy yourself? Why not be the fullest expression of you possible? So now that we've cleared out that old judgy paradigm shit, let's move into what is now available to you, what is now possible for you when you allow yourself to just be your best, strongest version of yourself. And you may not have done this kind of tapping before. This kind of tapping, we're not even really removing resistance. We're just tapping in good shit. How fun is that? So much fun. And that's the thing with tapping that's really cool. Once you strip out an old belief or an old story or an old habit that's not working for you, you create a space, and you can fill that space with whatever you want. So that's what Magnetismo is all about. We're gonna fill up that space that we've created with something that is so sexy, so superpowered, so amazing that you will just be like a human rocket ship, and you'll be like ping, and it will be amazing, and we'll all just like watch it go, and we'll be like, wow, you know, it'll be beautiful. So because we're just tapping something in and we are not needing to remove anything, there's no resistance, we don't even need to use the karate chop point. We are literally just going to start on the top of the head, and we're basically going to tap in affirmations. So here we go. I know who I am, and who I am is glorious. I love myself so much, and I'm so proud of all the things that I've done. And I feel brave, and I feel courageous. And I feel like I'm ready to reinvent myself all over again. I'm not worried about what other people say. And so now I have all this delicious freedom at my fingertips. And I get to choose what I want to do with it. I get to take risks and say what I really want to say. I get to be original and create what I really want to create. And I get to stand strong in who I am and not make any apologies for it. So I'm gonna do some daydreaming. I'm going to think about who I would like to be. What qualities or traits I would like to channel. Whose lead I would like to follow. Do I want to be like Madonna? Or David Bowie? Or Louise Hay? It's totally up to me. I am completely free to be who I want to be. I am completely free to take outrageous risks and to know that I am always safe and secure because I back myself unconditionally. This is what happens when you love yourself. This is what happens when you accept yourself. And this is what happens when you forgive yourself. You get to be whoever you want to be. And I am so excited to take this opportunity to level up and take risks, to completely surprise and delight myself, and to make my life into a shockingly brilliant masterpiece. And so it is. Deep breath in, hold it at the top, then exhale. Oh yes, oh yes, so beautiful. And this is a tapping that you can do as much as you like. If you wanted to do this in the morning, I would recommend it. Whenever you feel like you need a boost, whenever you're a little bit like, on the fence about something, just do this tapping and remind yourself how fucking powerful you are. The fact that you can do and be and have whatever you want, that it doesn't matter what other people think of you because they're gonna have an opinion anyway, and it is none of your business. Your job is to be as you as possible. And so I hope that this tapping really assists you with that this month and going forward into the future. It's not like you have to stop using it at the end of January. And I will see you in your inbox next month for our February session. But I would love to hear how this felt for you, what came up, and tell me what's going on for you. Come back to this through the month and let me know what's changing, what's shifting. I would love to hear. It really helps motivate me, and it really helps motivate everybody else in the group too. We are all strengthened when we realize how easy it has been for other people. It makes us feel and believe and understand that it can be easy for us too. So I love you very deeply. I hope you have a beautiful month. I know that you will. I think you're going to do some amazing shit this month. So starting 2019 off the way that we're hoping to continue, I know you're going to kill it. I love you, and I will see you next month.